It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Bill Stadium in upstate New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. And we are underway in Buffalo. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Throwing on first down is Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain. On the give, this is Singletary. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Right back to Singletary on second down. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. on the handoff. It's Singletary. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion. It makes it 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll look to run with Moss. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Zach Moss taking it in from a yard out. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Star Latulele in on the tackle. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore. Play action. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. The quick feet by Jackson. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Jackson throwing here complete to Boyle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
On 2nd and 2, Allen. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. Allen to the veteran Sanders for the Buffalo first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Allen now on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, the coverage there airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there, because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Tried to get it that time to James Prochet. That'll bring up second down. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Forced out to his left. First down and more for Jackson. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his second touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talent. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. Allen maybe with a free play. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 33 yards that time.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
Allen off the play fake. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Bills have once again taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Play action. It's Jackson. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to improvise and get the first. To throw is Jackson. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Jackson going to hold on to this. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be second and goal. Dobbins once more, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from a yard out, and the Ravens have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. Shoves him aside, and they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
On first down, Singletary. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. 57 yards on the ground for him so far. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Allen. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. On the counter, this is Singletary. Only able to work it to the 20 after the nice broken tackle.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go right back to Singletary. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Allen. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
I mean, we've been watching this one right here and gave up because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
What looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. 2nd and 6. Throwing, Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted.